Hi Pisces, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, I have a special tarot offer available, as I always do. And for this month is called Soul Circle, and it's a reading that focuses on bringing some insight upon the theme of your spiritual path, but also kind of the soul energy behind any experience you might be looking for some orientation, such as love or career and finances. It's basically one that analyzes here more of the soul purpose of any experience you might be wondering about. Then it analyzes more of the experience on this earthly dimension. And so basically I'll be doing the same with the reading here for you, Pisces, which I'll kind of dive into the soul imprint of the month and what that might carry out for you. And beginning here with the Death card, there's a sense of whatever it is that some of you will be experiencing during this month of March. It's not something light. It's not something that does not carry its level of challenges. I do feel like you will have some challenges with getting yourself aligned with the death demands, which is about letting go of something and allowing something to kind of, yes, die. So other dreams, I feel, can be replaced. Other dreams can be, manifested into your life. I feel like whatever this death experience is about dreams, something that you have to let go of, you have to change, you have to allow it to transform, that you're having a hard time allowing. I feel like some of you, it's like you're very resistant to a change that is so important so that you can manifest the Nine of Cups, so you can manifest whatever wonderful, beautiful vision of happiness and contentment you have and you desire. It's like some of you don't want to completely let go of something that has been in a way refusing itself to come to you. When I say refusing, is that there's a degree of resistance that has been kind of a reflection of your persistence or your insistence on something. So if there is an experience, Pisces, that you have been trying to work it out, to solve, to bring to you, and it has just been difficult, and a struggle after a struggle after a struggle, beginning to actually as well create some sense of pain, some sense of suffering in you. I feel like this month it's going to be clearly shown to you that you cannot withstand all that pain anymore. You cannot withstand all that negativity. You cannot withstand the situation that has become rotten, that has become toxic to your environment as well. I feel like there's something here about the environment where some of you Pisces are that is not good. This could be talking about where you live, where you work, but of course the type of circles you are involved with, the type of friends, the type of people you surround yourself with. And definitely there's a sense of some confusion and some scatteredness when it comes to seeing the reality of what's present in front of you. It's like having a hard time deciphering, what's good for you and what's not, who is good for you and what's not, what's for you and what's not. It's like a big mess being created here when it comes to the things that do belong and the things that don't. And I feel like some of you are like confusing things, like maybe sending away things that actually could be beneficial to you and good to your life, and holding on with the Strength Arcana here as well. Really holding on to the wrong ones, to addiction, to compulsion, to obsession, to fear, right? Or codependency. I feel like for some of you that this is about love. There's a presence of a very codependent relationship here. I feel like this relationship, is going to come full circle, is going to, it's a part of its dynamic at least, is going to be shown to you as wrong. That's really the message coming. Something is fundamentally wrong when it comes to a relationship. This is a specific message for someone out there, but something is wrong. And naturally, one of the effects that March can have for you is that awareness, that realization, and a sense of separation, a sense of something being, apart, or needing to be apart from you, needing to part ways from an energy that it's toxic, from a person or a relationship structure that is not working. And even for relationships that this is not a definitive breakup, right? Or parting of ways. I feel like for those of you struggling with your partners or with some of your connections, closed ones, yes, distance can help. Like, give each other room, detach. The sense here is that the need to detach from things that are kind of suffocating or just, again, not healthy for you. It's very important so you can focus on the real deal here, what you really want. So you can understand as well, your magic, and how to bring into your reality that same, it's like the match of what you are emotionally, right, and spiritually looking for. There's something that has been in your life that differs from what you really want, what you really need, what you really long for. But an issue here of insecurity, or again, codependency has created in you a belief that, for some of you, it's like a belief that it's better to have that than to not have anything at all. But the thing is, you have not been maybe giving room, or, finding here a space, right, in your life, or with inside of you as well, to allow that to happen to begin with, a new experience. And of course, that's for something new to come in. We have to allow other things to come out. If we are holding on and completely in this crowded energy, how can anything new happen? How can anything different happen? And this might be, one of the strongest focuses here for you is to just let things happen naturally as well. I feel like some of you are also not either having a hard time, again, allowing here some things to take place that are just a natural effect, a natural consequence of whatever, processes and decisions are kind of being set in motion. It's like you're trying to, in a way, interfere with something that has its own natural course. And death is not an energy that is controlled. Even though the strength card does appreciate and like to be in control, and it's one of the purposes as well of this card is to tap into that inner strength where we're able to hold on, right, to our own selves and find there the courage, the solace, the comfort that we need when we're dealing with a struggle, when we're dealing with an obstacle, with an enemy, with something that apparently is, working against us. So I feel like some of you might also be in this thing of something might seem to be working against you or not being what you want, and it's like a blessing in disguise. I feel like some of you are seeing, again, the wrong in something that can actually turn out to be beautiful. It can turn out to be just what you need, just what's going to push you, right? Level up here, your love life, your spiritual life. But not without a change. Not without a change. Not without an understanding of what is messing here and damaging your emotional and spiritual world, because it feels like whatever it is that you're going through, there's a heavy focus on emotions, on your emotional body. It feels like everything is kind of kind of touching you emotionally, even issues concerning career and so forward. They have a strong emotional reaction and response here. So it's like it will not probably be the most easiest times for you, but it's more in the beginning. I feel like as you go into the later part of the month, you're actually going to find that sense of strength, that sense of understanding of the things that you desire, and how to create a reality, how to align yourself energetically to create that same reality, and to have in your life something that corresponds to your true intentions. But it could also be that you're still kind of, you might, for some of you Pisces, it's like you might believe you want something or you desire something, and you really end up realizing that there's not the certainties that maybe you had in the beginning of a situation. You might end up realizing that perhaps you're not so certain of it anymore. Something that you fought for, you kind of pushed for. It's like the Seven of Cups is how you end here the journey of the month. So you're still going to feel a little bit scattered and all over the place. And because the strength is here in the Nine of Cups, I feel like you have a strong conviction of something. And those convictions all over the month actually are going to be perhaps challenged, but it can be that you go into the end, and as you go into April, and more of that notion of scatterness, or that sense of, oh, I thought it was this, but maybe what about that? What about that? What about that? Like, kind of, also, for some of you, you were seeing things in just a very tunnel kind of vision way. And then all of a sudden, it's like you start to see all the possibilities, or you start to see that you have more possibilities and more things that could suit you than what you initially believed you had. And so I feel like you're going to take a step back, actually. And for some of you, I do feel like there's going to be the sense of distance between you and another, that it's going to be very important to understand what you want out of this connection. So don't fight your own urge to have room, or your partner's desire also to have room, because that can be extremely significant even for relationships that are still going to come together. I feel like they cannot come together right now if there's not a room for each other's to do, your own reviewing of the situation without pressure. Someone here is pressuring another. It could be you, it could be the other part that is pressuring you, and it's important to not allow yourself to be pushed into a corner, because your energy here presents as one that needs to flow with how things are happening in terms of change for the better. But ultimately, that this represents that in order to find that change, you will have to end something that has not been right. It has just not been right. And I feel like some of you are pretending, or you have been pretending for a long time, that something is okay. Like, you're not seeing the issue, you're not seeing the fault, you're not seeing how something, is so difficult for you to deal with. Something is so hard for you to sustain. And you keep, again, going in this denial, or in this avoidance of the truth here, of a negative presence in your life. And I think that March is just, there's a sense of intolerance, and it's even a sense of, in terms of your well-being, it's like an intolerance to just negativity and anything that it's wrong, toxic. You will not be able to control the need, again, of your soul. It's like a cry of the soul here to just go away, remove yourself, extract yourself from a situation, be with your own self more during this period of time, when it comes to figuring out what it is that you're truly looking for and what it is that you're truly desiring. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.